Okay, so we've been chatting in the office. We thought we'd we've been reminiscing really about a tour that we started nearly 2 years ago now, which seems amazing, really. Yeah. Me and you hadn't been working together that long when we sort of were working on the Jo Lopez Bruce Springsteen tour, which we started in February 2015.
It did, yeah. We did 6 dates in partnership with Harley Davidson, who were great. The spaces were great, and of course an iconic brand in Harley, and matching Harley with Bruce was fantastic. But of course, central to the whole tour really was the wonderful work of Jo Lopez. I mean, Jo toured with Bruce for several years, did several tours, and Jo's become a really good friend of the company, a friend of Offbeat, and we got to know him pretty well as we trucked around the UK together.
And his Springsteen photography is incredible, and you already own some in your collection, didn't you? And we're desperate to work with Jo on this project.
Yeah, it took me a while to sort of track Jo down, but I remember he was doing an exhibition in Italy, and or he had done an exhibition in Italy, and then Bruce was touring, and he was in France, and we paired up and met for the first time in Montpellier. Yeah, in Montpellier, he had a Bruce gig, which was mind-blowing, and sort of developed a relationship from there, really.
We decided we'd do a 6-date tour with Jo. And it was fantastic. We started in Norwich, didn't we? In February 2015. That was our first date at Harley Davidson in Norwich. And I don't think any of us could have really imagined the turnout and the attention, the press attention, and how far people travelled. That was what was so incredible. I mean, Springsteen fans are amazing. I mean, they were incredible. We had such a great night at that launch in Norwich.
We're going to name check a few people, aren't we?
Absolutely.
We've got to name check Louise, Shuey, and Marion. I mean, they came from Holland and Germany, and
just for that night. And I mean, they were even there helping us set up before it started. They were there. They were so involved and loving every bit of it. So it was absolutely great. That was such a fantastic night, and we were live on the BBC that night, and it was a really, really fun night for everybody, wasn't it? So
yeah, it was. Hello, Mike Liggins. No, it was just a wonderful start to the whole tour, and then we went down to Guildford, and the likes of mega Bruce fans. Hello, Tony Ginger and Jackie. Your sport was great, and we had the pleasure of meeting you guys for the first time.
And popped up to Leeds after that, where we met the lovely Annette, and that was another great night, wasn't it? We had such a great time in Leeds. It was
well, that was the first one Jo attended in person, because
that's right, it was.
We'd sort of beamed him in as such for the first couple, hadn't we? And then Jo came to Leeds, and of course he'd done a big gig with Bruce in Leeds. I think they launched the venue in Leeds with a Bruce gig.
That's right, And again, we were just blown away by the number of people that turned up, and they just loved. We had 12 images on display, and just people were spending all night there just looking at them and just loved it. It was looked great amongst the Harley showrooms, didn't it? It looked really, really fantastic.
It did.
And, then we moved up to Scotland.
We did.
And then to Ireland. So so we had a great night in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And then we had a little hop over and went to Belfast and Dublin. We had just the most incredible time, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean the Scots and the Irish just totally lived up to their reputation for hospitality. It was just wonderful, and of course you and I probably start to smile because we're starting to think we had the most wonderful time in Dublin in particular, didn't we?
We really did.
Hello, Carl Clark. Carl.
And Anya, who set the whole thing up, and we had the most amazing night with Carl at the Martello, didn't we? He cooked us a fantastic meal, did a cookery demonstration which Jo Lopez himself got involved in, I seem to remember. I don't know if he was expecting it, but ended up in his chef's whites and doing a little bit of a demonstration, I think. But we had the most incredible meal and the most fantastic night there. It was wonderful.
A shout out for the Martello in Bray.
Absolutely.
Was wonderful.
It really was. So the whole tour, I mean, everything about it just was fun. It was enjoyable. We laughed like I've never laughed before as a team. The team effort was just great. Great support from Shackleton. I see they were great as well. Shackleton Beer, who were supporting us all the way, weren't they? With alcohol, as many of you may well remember.
Yeah. Hello, Simon. Simon is the owner and founder of Shackleton. Check it out online.
When it comes to that tour and the images in it, any favourites? Any that you look at and think that was my favourite image? Or
well, we've got a few. Some of you may know. We've got a few still in the UK that are the last ones that Jo signed, and that are still in the UK, signed and numbered. And I was looking through them the other day, and Bruce and the Telecaster, I think, partly because I own a Telecaster, can't play it. Not like Bruce anyway, but they're two icons together, and I love that shot, particularly because it picks up the wear and tear in the Telecaster. It's just a great shot.
I've got two. I can't choose between two. I absolutely love Reach for the Sky. It was the shot we chose as the cover image on the brochure, which I absolutely loved. But my ultimate favourite is probably Bruce and the Gang, just because I love that whole backstage thing, and it was the shot that they took when they were heading back out on stage after a long delay, I think, because of a weather situation. So I love that shot, and everybody talked about that shot a lot. Everybody just was enraptured by that one particular shot, and that was my favourite. But
well, they were 12 special images.
They really were.
Yeah.
Great times, great fun, and hopefully we'll get to do it again one day.
Yeah.